Hello, and welcome back to Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. When we last left off, I had got the weapon, which is the lovely Claymore over here. Such a lovely weapon. And we got blasted by Mr. Asshole Framerate Destroyer, who has kindly gone. So, we have gone through the Undead Burg. And now, we are to explore the interior of this section known as the Undead Parish. And so, without further ado, let us go. This is where the first Bell of Awakening is. And it's basically... well, it's a very busy area, shall we say. Oh, and the reason Mr. Nobber over there is dead is because I did some sound testing and some testing of seeing how it ran frame rate wise. I made a few changes, anyway. So, there's your entrance. Guarded by a big, angry asshole armored bull. If you're quick enough, I'm going to say over there, there is a way up to that balcony where the two crossbowmen are, and if you're quick enough, you can run all the way through before that that guy to the left of the boar goes and shuts it. But yeah, I'd rather show a bit more. You know, like, say if you're someone new and you haven't picked this up, I'd like to show a bit more of how you deal with how you deal with it when it is shut, basically. Because yeah, because then you have words, they fail me. Also, I'm dying. Horrible flashbacks of the rustiness from before. Okay. Ooh. I need to get one of you at a time. Now kindly come down here and get murdered. I'll do. Now number two. Oh, no poise, I forgot. This wasn't how it was meant to be. Right, you're dead. Ow. Goddamn spear, guys. Seriously. Bane of this area. What was that? Hello. Goodbye. See, the backstabs are no longer killing the frame rate. Isn't that glorious? At least I hope it is. Can't really tell at the moment because I'm busy playing through. Oh, and by the way, also for reasons of making sure that the game runs reasonably well, this is going to be offline, so no summons, although I wasn't summoning in the first place. Whee! And no invasions. Oh no. Oh no. No! No, you scare me. Go away, please. Yeah. At least it's easy enough to roll through. But so yeah, this is offline because I just want it to run a bit more easily, so I don't have to worry about it just completely tanking. Swoosh. But that might change depending on whether you guys want invasions or if you want to see me. I can do some co-op stuff actually on the side, just not part of the main area, but main LP, but we'll see. I'm just jammering at the moment. Anyway, so big ugly asshole boar is an asshole, so there are multiple ways you can deal with him. You can either throw fireballs at him if you're a pyromancer, or if you're like me and you haven't got any pyromancies, you get up here and suddenly he can't attack you. What if you just want to remove him? He's not respawning and he can drop a nice helmet. Well, that's what you have these for. Because these lovely things draw the attention of certain enemies to certain spots. And they do not care what is in the way, so if you throw it into a bunch of fire, they'll go into the fire. There is also, if I'm quite crafty. That's what I wanted. You can also plunge attack. Oh no! He is the dead. What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be up here. Sit down. So many strange things are happening. And there's the helmet. What's the item description actually? I haven't checked it. Oh, I don't want to wear it. I have to stop. There we go. Alright. And that's what it looks like. It's quite funky. And I only have one Estus Flask, which is just marvellous. So, give me one moment. I'm going to test how this how this has run. And then I'll carry on. Okay, things seem to be going quite smoothly. They're toasty people. That's just that's just lovely. So, this asshole over here, you know who you are, you, sir, being a jerk, and pulling down the gate. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. And it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you go down here, and as the dredgeling who, very strangely, came up, I think it's because they used the alluring skulls, which I don't need. Oh, actually, no, I could use them here. Yeah, he came up, there's a load of them here. You have this dude who's like, oh god, I'm going to be super sneaky and lured you in. This is what you do. Or, if you don't mind, you can just go and smash them all anyway. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. Ow. No, boys, keep forgetting. In hindsight, it would be wiser to bring them all out in the open, but, whatever. Claymore's Claymore, it's good. It's especially good when I don't get whacked in the face. Note to self, get armor with decent points. Pronto. Other than that, that's the nastiest thing in this area. Mystery key, which if you have the master key you don't actually need, but if you don't, that's the key you need to rescue an NPC in this area. Current trend in Dark Souls and in Demon Souls as well is that a lot of the NPCs you end up meeting tend to need rescuing a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, we're going to do a bit of rescuing. I should do like a sort of damsel in distress counter as well in for this game. Regardless of gender, because basically almost everybody is a damsel in distress. With the possible exception of Solaire. And Quilana. And a bunch of other characters, but exceptions to the rule. And so, I think we're done here. Which is good. We now never need to go this way again. Unless you're unfortunate enough to die before raising the gate. Sad times, sad times. And so, we are introduced to a new enemy. This guy is one of the Boulder Knights. These guys are pretty hardcore. Thankfully, he's not paying attention. Smash. Range, please. Well, he wasn't paying attention until I stabbed him in the back, at which point he got a bit angry at me. Oh! Timing, please. There we go. And that over there is a shield, so I'll be avoiding it like the plague. It's not even that good a shield. It's very heavy, and the boulder shield that the knights drop is much, much better. And you can just do that to the spear, guys. If you're two-handing a weapon, you don't. Your weapon doesn't glance off. Glance. Is he coming or not? Hello. Thankfully, since these guys are super aggressive, you can, if you've got a quick enough attack, you can interrupt their attack. And that's that. Now, the path diverges here. That goes down to access the gate, so I can open that up, which I think is what I'm going to do first. But down this way and to the right is where I meet someone very, very special. Someone who I'll be visiting an awful lot. But first, we have some payback to enact on some soldier of the hollow variety. Although that describes a lot of enemies here. Oh, you can see that guy at the far end? Yeah, we'll be dealing with him. And Titanite shards. Titanite shards come in various different forms, in chunks, in slabs very rarely, and in red, blue, green, all the colours of the rainbow. Not really. But they are upgrade materials, and they'll be very handy. First off, basement key. Second, smash. Good. And he does not respawn. Da 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 da. And there we go. All fine and dandy. And this is the church. Looks very nice, doesn't it? A lot of the buildings look very nice in this. You haven't even seen Anor Londo yet. Well, you might have. And you're just watching me going, God, you're so awful at this. And I'm like, it's performance anxiety. Anyway, 3 dudes, and then we get to the blacksmith. Now, can I pull one of you at a time, or... Oh, yes. This way, please. Nice, if I didn't fuck it up. I'm so not used to playing with no boys, that seems so strange to me now. Oh, damn it. There we go. Pains me to do this, but I'm not dying here. And like I said, once you get to the depths, you can farm humanity quite easily. Smash. Hey, asshole. See this big sword? It's going up your bottom. Goodbye. And with that, we have access to this part. The old church, the old parish, as Andre the blacksmith will elucidate. Just give me a quick check. That seems okay. And of course, if you were online, you'd have messages here going, "Hi, there's a blacksmith here." And also, a bonfire. How nice is that? So, let's go and have a talk with a good chum that is Andre Everstone.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
So yeah, he basically just says it. Yo, I'm a blacksmith, if you haven't gathered. He also gives you the hurrah gesture, which is quite possibly the most unenthusiastic hurrah you will ever see. Just get all that sorted, and let's have a chat.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed. But
Oh, he's
every
working on a
hunk of
rapier.
metal has
I
its
noticed that.
breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you. So pay them a little respect, eh?
Unless you're using the Chaos Blade, which takes from your health. Other than that, yeah, they're fine.
two types of weapon forging. There's reinforcement and there's ascension. Reinforcement is simple. It strengthens the weapon and nothing more. A simple task for any blacksmith. Hell, you could even do it yourself with a smith box. But ascension's a finer art. It alters a weapon's properties. Ascension is the territory of we blacksmiths. A smith box just won't do the trick. Start out with reinforcement. When that loses its charm, you can consider ascension. As you've noticed, this land is flush with the mad and wicked. You won't make it through the night without employing my services.
True enough, indeed. So, yeah, as you said, Ascension changes the weapon's properties. You can either go to Andre for normal and divine and occult weapon ascensions. Divine and occult are faith-based. They add faith scaling to a weapon. And they also have different properties. Divine increases damage against certain types of enemies and also stops skeletons respawning. More on that later. Very, very later, I suppose. And occult weapons do more damage against divine enemies and gods, like. Rickert, who you haven't met, is the guy behind Magic Weapon Ascension, which works in a similar way except for intelligence builds. Vamos, who is down in the catacombs, is responsible for Fire and Chaos Ascension. And the giant blacksmith in Analondo is for lightning and crystal, and for making boss weapons. That's the gist of it, I think. Anything else to say?
You can forge armor just like you do weapons. Forging armor is even easier than forging weapons. Whether you forge weapons or armor first, well, that's up to you.
Weapons,
But nobody
weapons,
wants to
weapons,
see you
weapons,
go
weapons
hollow.
all the time, all day.
So whatever you do,
You get so much
you
more
better
out of
do it
upgrading
well.
weapons than you do armor. And I think that's all the tutorial stuff he has to say. The rest is flavor text about the world around this part here, and down that way, and incense.
but
Okay,
so what-
not quite yet. I'm mistaken. So, let's go and buy some stuff. You can buy the first upgrade material from here. You can buy repair box, armor box, weapon box. More interested in this personally. Some extra weapons. Some pretty good weapons actually. The war pick in particular is pretty damn awesome. Arrows, bolts. Okay. What I want to do is start upgrading my claymore.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
So yeah, that is basically the first part of the Undead Parish done. At the next part? Oh, hold on a moment.